So let's move down to the what do you call that? The next 60 day. The next 60 day. I mean the fourth 60 day already, yeah. And it says here the drum sound. And this 60 day is where we are now today. Okay, where we are now today. And in this 60 day where we are now today, it says the war drum sound. Alama. What else is new? The war drum sound. So this month we expect war. So could it be the Russia-Ukraine war, or could it be a totally new war? Let's see about that. Huh? So I put it as military conflict under this 60-day theme. Any war, plentiful, right? I think this 60 day we see a lot of outbreak of war and conflict. Huh? So here, Russian, no need to talk. Russian, Ukraine, no need to talk. This is old news. It's ongoing. Sudan intensified fighting. And then Ethiopia also suddenly got intensifying conflict. Libya also got conflict. And then DR Congo also got war. Sudanese also got war. Israel and Gaza, which we are looking at it right now. Okay, still ongoing right now. Israel and Hamas, Palestine. So in this 60 day, peaceful, not peaceful. And let's drill down into the 10-day period. The first 10-day block. It says here, though there are jackals and tigers, there are no threat. No threat. No threat basically means, yeah, when we see jackals and tigers, we run away because we see them as threats, real threats. But in the end, it says no threat. So it could be just false alarm. Or they bark, they bark, but they dare not bite. Oh, that is in this 10 day. Now let's take a look whether there's really any empty threat or not. Bark, but never bite. Now, Niger in Africa, there was a coup in August, early August. There was a coup. All right. So the leader, the previous leader, was taken down, and then the military leader take over the country. And then in Africa, 很黑暗啦. Okay. So it was there was an organization called ECOWAS, this ECOWAS here. And this ECOWAS actually was a coalition of countries representative, and they actually, based on my knowledge, they were actually under the influence of some Western country, for example, France. Okay, and the ECOWAS give these military leaders ultimatum to say that by this timing, you must give up the coup and pass the power back to the previous leader. So they give a deadline, they give an ultimatum deadline, say that if not, we will bring in whatever force that's available to us. So the deadline was crossed, nothing happened up to today. So this is called buck, no bite. Okay, and then some more, other parts of the world, China, Russia, they purposely go and do naval patrol near Alaska and put US on high alert, deploy warship on high alert. So this is also bug only lah, no bite one. Okay, and then on the lower scale, there were bomb threats for the Eiffel Tower, and there were bomb alerts, and then there's evacuation, and therefore they were able to siam this bomb threat. Same thing with airline, Malaysian airline, there were bomb threat, but it's again empty threat, right? So you see that this 10 day, there were a lot of these so-called empty threats, but no bite. And then if you drill into the day-to-day one, you find that in day 7, there were mention of first drawing the bow, then putting down the bow. Want to shoot, but never shoot. So it's empty threat lah. And then here, there's trouble, but no disaster. Oh, wait, coming upon rain. So when you see coming upon rain, straight away, I put up this image already. No need to say. And then empty threat. There's trouble, but no disaster. Could be empty threat lah. So I add in one more called adverse weather under the 10-day window. Why? Because empty threat already put up already. So let's take a look at adverse weather. Indeed, there were Alaskan flooding, okay, and then Slovenia floods, Sweden, Norway, heavy rain, derailed train, floods road, and then Beijing flooding, and then Sudan, also torrential rain, and here northern India, what do you call that, heavy rain, and last but not least, northwest China, heavy rain. You see, suddenly, when they say rain problem comes. So for this 10 day, when we forecasted empty threats and adverse weather, there were actual real world events as forecasted. Next 10 day, all right, here you say meeting with a blizzard. Blizzard, again, adverse weather. So straight away comes out already. So for these 10 days, I'll put as adverse weather. And then see whether there's any real world event of adverse weather for these 10 days. Have. Here's where Florida, hurricane, Pakistan, torrential rain, Hong Kong, typhoon, southern China, typhoon, Taiwan, also typhoon, and then Spain, storm. Hot and hostile storm lashes Spain, leaving at least 2 dead. Adverse weather. Okay, when you go into day by day, what kind of energy can we see? We saw, on day 7, King Wu of Zhou received the blessing. It's like that a new leader received the blessing to be the new leader. It happened in this 10-day block. But I don't pinpoint on this 1st September. I just park it under the 10-day block. Say that in this 10-day block, we will see new leaders coming out, emerging. Okay, were there? There were at least 3, right? Zimbabwe president reselected, okay, after tense contest. And then here, the coup and the new leader comes out, take over. And local, our new president, Taman, okay, also take on the appointment as president of Singapore during this 10-day period. So this is new leader emerging. So I put tick. Whatever we forecasted, it came out. So now we are drawing closer and closer to the current day, today. This is still in September. The next 10-day block, we say quarreling and arguing and bickering ceaselessly. So this 10-day block, we will see quarrel. But Tom, Dick, Harry quarrel, nobody want to report one. Organization quarrel against each other might be reported, but countries quarrel with each other sure got reported one, right? So I put it as conflict. Whether there will be conflict? Yes. But this is in anti-government protester quarrel in Cyril. Right? And then you go into the day-to-day one, I see as encountering disaster and injury. Straight away, the injury picture comes out. And then, day 4, life force extinguished utterly. So, fatality. So, I park it under the 10-day as injuries, fatality. So, these two could be two sides of the same coin. When things happen, disaster happen, right? There will be fatality, there will be injuries, right? Okay? So, these two is actually side by side. So, let's drill in and see whether there are any real event. Have Sudan, 82 civilian killed, right? And then here in what country is this? I can't remember. Mali also left more than 60 dead, right? And then here Moscow, no, not Moscow, Morocco, quick kill 5 survivors. Okay, these 5 survivors. And then here Sudanese and armies kill at least 40 people. And here is Libya, 150 killed, 100 more feared dead as Storm Daniel sweeps Libya. In Nigeria, boating accident, 26 people dead. In Vietnam, fire killed 56 in 9-story building. So, rest in peace, fatality. Of course, they reported dead. I'm sure those undead one, you'll be injured, considered injured. So I put it as 2 tick. Now, the next 10 day, okay, pay a visit to the Han Court. Pay a visit to the Han Court means diplomacy. Or that means maybe this president will visit that country, or that prime minister will visit this country, pay a visit to the Han Court, or diplomacy. So I pack it as a diplomacy. Were there? There were. So you see, there's diplomacy. US and Iran prisoner swap. This is a diplomacy. China foreign minister holds talk with Russia. Foreign minister in Moscow. Diplomacy. US and Chinese official meet in Malta. Diplomacy. And then ethnic Armenian accept Russia ceasefire. Also diplomacy. So it happened in this 10 day. So therefore, if let's say we know this 60 day, the overarching 60 day is military conflict, right? If we want to resolve issues, this would be a good 10 day to go for it, because it has this energy of diplomacy. I mean, the chances of settling things is higher than any other days. If we go into the 10-day period, you find here the government, grow more busy by the day. Then I'll say this is like oppression. Or government send in police or whatever, red force or whatever, to suppress, or if they have to send out forces like this, means there will be protests and strikes, right? Next, 3 tiger fights a wolf, an unfair contest. A mere tap will collapse it. Again, this is about 3 against 1. It's like oppression. And then a mere tap will collapse it. Straight away, my collapse tree comes out already. Also, something will collapse, building collapse, or person collapse. Next, day 4, ink blind the young. It seems like eclipse by the moon. But this time around, it says the ink blinds the young. That means the ink becomes stronger and blinds the young. So protest. So after a while, when you see some wordings and verse, you will likely guess that what could happen. The protests, strikes, rain, or flood, all this could happen. And then the day 7, it says all the nation join together in peace. Now this is good sounding, but will they come together is another thing, because these are all man-made. So if they happen, positive attributes of it will come. Okay, means peace. If let's say one of it has different way of thinking and refuse to join together, it is their choice. So then the positive attribute will not come out. Day 7 also talk about the ink force that inflicts the punishment. So protest and strike comes out already. Right? So in short, part under the 10 day, I would say violence, I would say collapse, and I would say protest. So maybe because of this protest, then government got to send in the police or the forces, operation forces. So these two might go hand in hand. So in this Germany, over 200 arrested in Germany after violence in Etron diaspora event. So there is an oppression event. Collapse. Plane carrying tourists crashes in Brazil. Collapse. It's the airplane collapse. Suddenly collapse down. Okay. And then child killed as Italian Air Force jet explode. Collapse. Man dies after accident at North-South corridor worksite in Caverna. Now, this is accident. 8-day in Kenyan military helicopter crashes, collapse. Indonesian boy crushed by collapsing wall. Okay, Indonesia. And then a landslide causes motorway to collapse. Okay, collapse. Now protest. Just now there's already one protest event already. I think there are some more. U.S. Auto Union protest in Spain. 40,000 march in Spain against plans to grant amnesty to whatever separatists. So all these are protests. So in this 10 day, whatever we forecasted took place. So let's move on to the last 10-day block, which is the current 10-day block. Today is 21st. Okay. Today is 21st. Right. And it says here the path is blocked. Now, based on your craziest imagination, when you say the path is blocked, what can it mean? Wanting to move forward, but cannot move forward. So huge mountain in each of the four directions, the path is blocked. Wanting to move forward, cannot. So what do you think? Your craziest idea? Paul say cannot find peace agreement on the war front. Could be. No way out. No way out. Okay. Oh, so this is not the current day yet, because this is up to 4th October. This is just 4th October. So it's not yet the current day. Okay. Lin say foreign aid block. Okay, very good. Could be. So what happened? What I found is that indeed the South China Sea. Remember the conflict between Philippines and China. Now what China did was they put what do you call that, barriers in South China Sea to block the Philippine ships from traveling over there. Okay, so it's like the path is blocked. Also, they really take this kind of timing to do this kind of things. The block the path. Okay, when you go into the day by day, then I see again verse relating to death approaching, fatality. And then the next day is the disasters. Okay, disasters like this. And then the other one is wounded by arrow. I quickly pull out the injury picture. So what I put there under the 10-day is fatality, injury. This is always side by side one. And then something collapse. So is there any fatality and injury? Right here, Pattaya, speedboat accident, fatality. And the next one is wedding become a graveyard. Where is it? In Iraq, when the wedding place caught fire. Okay, 100 killed. Very unfortunate. 3 days after shooting at the Dutch city. And then this one is in, where is it? China Expressway, multi-car crash. And then this one is in Pakistan, dozen dead after Pakistan rocked by bombing in 2 provinces. Somalia, suicide attack in tea shop in Somalia, capital, kills at least 7. And then here, truck accident, killed 10 immigrants, 25 injured. In Spain, nightclub fire, killed at least 13 dead. And then one more, bus crash near Venice, killed 21 people. It just reported killed, but it never reported how many injured. So I'm sure these two go side by side. How about collapse? Zimbabwe gold mine collapse. Next one is what? Termite infested tree collapse. And then here, Mexico church roof collapse. So collapse. Okay, let's move on to the second last 60-day block. And this is the current one. This is the current one, which is 5th October to 4th December, the current one. And it says here the core is empty. Remember, we have gone through this, the core is empty before. So core is empty means it could mean that, the bo liao one. It could mean someone stepping down, or it could mean something collapsed because the root is empty, the core is empty. So something collapsed or someone stepping down. But for me, I just put it as step down, someone stepping down. So anybody step down, got the US speaker. I think this is the very first case that a US speaker have to been removed by voting, step down. So indeed, someone stepped down and a high profile one, US speaker. So it go drill into the what do you call that? 10 day. The first 10 day, it says here, abandon the carriage and walk. Now this is 5th October to 15th October. 5th October to 15th October. Say abandon the carriage and walk. So basically means if you abandon your carriage and walk means your car cannot be used, your transport cannot be used. So I put it as accident. Were there accident? Yes, Mexico bus crash, kill at least 16 migrants. I'm sure there are plentiful, but there are other cases that I didn't manage to find. So during the day to day, remember this is talking about the current, not yet. This is 5th October to 15th October. So we drill down to day, there are verses like the mountain become like the wild blue sea. So means wet weather. And then encountering trouble on the road, accident. And then water stops our progress too deep to fog. Okay, wet weather. And then when egg and rock contend, right? When egg and rock contend means conflict, fighting each other, right? Hey, did I miss out something? Okay, so this is 5th to 15th October. I put as inundation and clashes. So were there any inundation, typhoon past Taiwan, right? And then Hong Kong, followed by Hong Kong, also by the same typhoon. So this inundation, conflict, Turkish, and then in Israel and Hamas. Right? So we say that the last 10 days, this thing happened. Now, in the current 10 day, which is the 14th to 25th October, today is 21st. Few more days to go before this 10 day is over. Now, it says here, losing the Tao and the pattern. Tao means 道理啦. 道理 means the, all the whatever law and whatever, is the 道理嘛. And then now it's losing the pattern, losing the Tao, and the pattern means nobody follow. Okay, nobody follow. But for me, for that time, I put it as I quit. It's either you retreat or you give up. You don't follow it, so you quit or you give up. So I put there as for a 10-day period, give up or retreat. And then here, day to day, the king of all close the passes. The king of all close the passes basically means it's like closing border, right? Closing the border, and the merchant stop their journey. No way out. You see, no way out, no place to turn, no way out. The king of all close the passes, the merchant stop their journey. Basically means border closed, or it's isolated, it's border closed. Nobody can move in, move out. And merchant want to bring the goods also cannot. And then it says it dare not attack. So there's conflict, possible conflict. And then next, it mentioned Korea. Okay, mentioned Korea. So that means we can expect maybe in the next few days, something about Korea may come out. Something about Korea may come out. We don't know what, but it's about Korea. So I put it as close border, tension, and Korea. Right? So close border, anything happen about close border? Yes. Because of this Israel and Hamas, okay, and the Gazas, the entire Gaza now is being isolated. right? And all the refugee and all the victims and all the injured, they were trapped inside. They were trapped inside. Okay. And then there's one path to Egypt, and that path, is not open. And then Jordan king also come out to say they are not prepared, they are not ready to receive the refugee. So I mean they close off their border also. So everyone in Gaza is trapped inside Gaza. Water cannot come in, food cannot come in, all the first aid cannot come in, all the supplies cannot come in, and people also cannot go out. So it's closed off the door, no way out. Conflict, the current Israel and Hamas is really now still ongoing conflict, right? So it's all about Israel and Hamas lah. Now Korea is something that we are still waiting for news to show up about Korea. So let's wait for it. There are a few more days before this 10-day is over. Okay. So now we are forward looking already. Okay. That's not what we have done. Backward looking things that already happened. For this 10-day period, we are now looking forward. Okay. And we will know what's happening also. But based on the whatever information we have here, we will make our best guess already. So the next 10-day, the verse say calling for his mate. Now my best guess is calling for his mate means I'm calling my band of brothers. And I call it alliance lah. Or I need help. Can you come and help me? Right? So this will be the next 10 day, 26th to 4th October. I need help. Please come. Let's form gang together. So if you go into the day to day one, you find that there are verses, for example, on this day two, persuading Qi to come to Yan's relief. Maybe Hamas asks Turkey to help, or Israel asks US to help, things like that. So there will be, alliance again, calling Abang Adik to come and help. Now, on day three, this kind of wording I don't like. Battling beneath a slope, the traveler is trapped in a bitter difficulty. So I put a picture like this lah. It's a battlefield out there. So looks like the next 10 day won't be a peaceful 10 day also. There'll be conflict everywhere. And then in day 6, differing countries with differing views. Now that's now we talk about alliance. And then here we talk about different countries with differing views. Means this alliance cannot hold water. Am I right to say that? Can we say that? Means even you put everyone together, for example, you put the UN together, they will not have a unanimous kind of decision because different countries have different views and they cannot agree on one thing. Next, fears the wind. Day 7, fears the wind blowing east and west. That means adverse weather. On the day 10, her mother-in-law and father-in-law both enraged, means conflict. So to sum up, park it under the 10-day, I would say this coming 10-day, not peaceful. You find alliance, but this alliance cannot see eye to eye. And then there's fierce battle, discord, and adverse weather. Can you follow me? Okay, let's quickly move on to the next one. Let's complete this 60 day, and then we do a bigger overview one about the last 60 days. Yeah. The next 10 day is a Li Gua. I didn't highlight anything, so I put it blank. But when I drill into the day to day, I see squabbling. They mean conflict. Lin says so depressing. Yes, Lord. When I look at all these things, I say, Jialat leh, today all the way to the end of the year, it will be something like this. Next. Now this one, the light sinks into the earth, not to be seen again. Walmart, don't see any light leh. It's like power outage leh, blackout leh. So could it mean, something terrible happened and then, put down all the power? Nuclear? Let's hope not. And then day 7, there's a sign of say no path of escape. Whoa. could it come to an end? And then day 10, the king launches a punitive attack. The Yellow Emperor started a new era. The king launches a punitive attack. That means there'll be again in this 10 day, it will be not peaceful. There'll be another attack, and then there could be a new era. So watch out for it. Yeah. So I put it as a rebel or a coup. So in this 5th November to 14th November, we will have dispute, trap, and rebel or coup. So Lin is asking, what is Yellow Emperor? Huang Di. Now, Huang Di is not the emperor of China, that Huang Di. Yeah? It is the first emperor of China, not Si Huangdi, but it's called 黄色的帝. You know 皇帝内经? The 皇帝. But never mind, we don't go into the detail of what is 皇帝 and you know, whatever. But it's emperor, a new leader. Okay, so let's move on to the next, second last 10 day of these 60 days. Eastern Mountain, Western Mountain. Dongxi. Okay, mountain is huge one. That means superpower. One is from the east, one is from the west. Means what? Okay, so it's trying to tell us, if in this 60 day, in this 10 day, if the eastern superpower and western superpower remain calm and distant, okay, best in this 10 day, if the eastern superpower and western superpower just remain calm and stay a distance away, each catching the other, never able to meet, okay, bo tai ji. But if they violate this one, then got problem already. Also, it could be an advice. It could come as an advice. So I put there destruction. In case they don't follow, they take action, then it become a massive destruction already. So I put there as the worst case scenario. Now, day to day, day 7, attack the city. Okay. And then the dark haze obscure the sky, rebellion, the flood water damage my home. Straight away, this will come out already. This adverse weather and this one. Not peaceful all the way to the end of the year. So I park it under the 10-day window. Destruction. The destruction is conditional. If they follow, there won't be a massive destruction. But if they choose not to follow and they clash, massive destruction. And then adverse weather, and then rebel and coup. So let's move on to the last 10 day of the current 60 day. Mention of collapse. So I put here collapse. Anything, could be building collapse, could be highway collapse, could be people collapse. So I put a collapse. So go into the day to day one. Rumors and slanders. It could be misinformation, disinformation. It could be scandal, really scandal. So just bear in mind. So this 10 day, in this 10 day, most likely, avoid avoid being scammed, or avoid making major decisions, especially financial decisions. So inundate. Day 7, mention of inundate means adverse weather, heavy flood, typhoon, whatever. Day 10, they come to attack my city. So to sum up, park under 10-day window, signs of collapse, signs of fake news, misinformation, signs of adverse weather, and signs of confrontation. Okay. Now, we are done with this current 60 days. Okay, we are left with the last 60 days before we close the year. Now, for these last 60 days, let us not drill into the 10 day, 10 day, 10 day. Let's remain as the 60 day, and then we look at the 10 day overall. That's it. And then we close the workshop, right? So for the last 60 day, which is from 5th December to 3rd February next year, you see here, the heavens may spin and the earth may dance. This verse, like what do you call that? What's the Chinese verse say that everything go upside down, right? Heaven can spin, earth can dance. Everything go upside down. So the worst is yet to come. If you say now is quite worse, the worst is yet to come. And this is happening, may happen in 5th December to next year, 3rd February. Not a peaceful winter, not a peaceful Christmas. So I put it as upheaval. Heaven can dance. Okay, may spin. Heaven may spin and earth can dance. Upheaval. And if you look at the 10-day one, this one I got nothing to say. So nothing. Let's move on to the next 10 day. For the last 60 days, I'll just go into the major one. 10 day major. I won't be going to the day-to-day one. So the second 10 day, a black dragon's radius light using fire hunting 6 army corps. So I put 2 image here. One is again, the bombing here and then there could be explosion, fire hunting. So there could be fire outbreak. Then the third 10 day, the high ancestor attacks the ghost. A person without principles when constraints are loosened be burst out. So this is one 10 day that can be very, very scary. Why? A person without principle. So whoever at the leadership, highest leadership, is without principle and decided to attack the ghost region, that means it may unleash, for example, a nuclear war. Right? Because anyone without principle may do that. Press the button. The next 10 day, I didn't highlight anything, but I put there as adverse weather. And here, dampness, there are racks. Dampness means could be adverse weather. And then this picture here, I think I missed out something. Okay, maybe this one, maybe adverse weather for this 10-day period. And ignore this one. Okay, the next 10 day, dying in the nets and fishing lines. Now, this one, I've seen this coming out before. I think this was last year. For those that follow me with the Buy Money workshop, I think this one came out, dying in the nets and fishing lines. This happened during the period where, Halloween in South Korea, Halloween Itaewon, there was this stampede. Okay, everybody purposely go there, right? Purposely go there, but they got caught in the stampede and a lot of death. Okay, so these are dying in the nets, cannot run away from the nets and the fishing line. Okay, and greed was their downfall. Why greed? Because they go there, purposely go there to enjoy one. And death is their own fault. So that means in this 10 day, be careful lah. Don't go to crowded places lah. The last one, the last 10 day, wetting his head, wet weather, and 2 tiger face off. This one. So to sum up, the last 60 day, although it's upheaval, based on the 10-day period, there will be military operation, adverse weather, and stampede. And this year end is always there'll be a lot of celebration, a lot of gathering, a lot of events. Avoid crowded places. That's all. Okay. So with that, we covered the entire year based on this Huang Ji Jing Si Day-Gram forecasting system. Any questions? Are you all confused? Are you all lost? Or are you all still good with me? Give me some feedback. So at the same time, also, type in the chat box, one-liner, what have you learned in this workshop that you can start using in your life? So if you have a question, type a question. If not, then give me one-liner, what you have learned in this workshop that you can start using in your life. Paul said the language is quite cryptic. Probably I will copy paste to ChatGPT to translate and interpret. Yes, you can. Yes, you can do that. ChatGPT is pretty useful. But again, use your craziest imagination. Even after the translation, use your craziest imagination to do inference. Pepe say, can we buy from you the day-to-day guide? Okay. Now, I can give you the day-to-day calendar, but without all these phrases for now, free. Later on, I'll explain how you can get a copy of it. The calendar, but without the description. Okay, the description is another whole load of hassle to put in. So for now, so that you can start practicing, I'm giving you the day-to-day calendar for 2024 next year. But with the description one, like what we are going through just now, what we've gone through just now, I need some more time. Okay. So any more questions or one-liner about what you have learned in this workshop that you can start using in your life? Lynn said, thank you. My pleasure, Lynn. Anyone? Questions or one-liner? Lynn said, will you have workshop for the remaining 2024? Remaining 2024 or 2023? 2024. Okay. I've not shared out my calendar for 2024, or as in read 2024. Okay. I have stopped the bi-monthly workshop because I want to concentrate on a new program called the 道德经. And 道德经 is something that I think all of us need. After when you after you have attended my annual I Ching seminar, you understand why I am pushing out 道德经, because we need that. Right? So I hope you have enjoyed this workshop. I've come to the end of this workshop. I hope you have enjoyed and appreciate the power of 黄极经世 day and the year hexagram system. They are able to tell us a lot of things. So Lynn say yes tremendously. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lynn. So before we go, I just want to tell you for the coming November next month, this is the annual I Ching seminar that you shouldn't want to miss for 2024. So if you have not signed up, do sign up, right? I'll be sharing a lot of things. This for next month. December, no class, no workshop, no program, nothing. It's my break month. Okay, so I'm taking a rest in December, and I'll be coming back in January. Pepe say 道德经 knowledge, is it something similar to Gen Jack drama knowledge concept? Nope, because that drama that you're talking about is about what do you call that? TCM. Okay, TCM applying to daily living. It's a different kind of application, a different kind of source. But 道德经 is talking also about universal law, but applying to 德, 道德的德. Okay, so it's quite different. Lin say my break. Yes, it's my break. Okay, so the 道德经 that I talk about, to cover the entire 道德经, because 道德经 consists of 81 chapters. To cover the entire, I probably will need to run 6 workshops. Okay, 6 workshops. I break it down, the format, into workshops format, 3-hour workshop format. So there'll be 6 times 3-hour kind of workshop. And you sign up workshop by workshop, so that if you attended the first workshop and find that, hey, this is not for me, then you can quit. Don't need to attend second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay, don't have to sit through the whole thing. But if you find that it is for you and you find it useful, you come for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I reckon I just need 6 workshops, but it could be 7 and 8. Depend how I plan out the syllabus and the format. Okay, so the first workshop, the inaugural first workshop, will be on 12 October 2024 next year. I need time to prepare because this is a huge topic to talk about. Lynn says looking forward. Thank you, Lynn. Okay, so if you're interested to come for this inaugural workshop number 1, which is on 12 October 2024, this is not on my website yet. You just pay now $49. I'll register for you. Okay, so before you log out, can I appeal to you? I'll put the link in the chat box. Can you go to this link and give me your feedback and testimonial? And then for your testimonial as an appreciation, I will send you the 2024 calendar without the description, just the hexagram. Okay, that's the hexagram, that like the table form, but it covers the entire year of 2024. Okay, if you give me a testimonial as appreciation, I will give you the calendar. Right? And then once you fill in the feedback form, you'll be redirected to the press 2 corner. You can sign up wherever you want to sign up. But for 道德经, it's not there. You have to do manually. That means you do pay now, I'll process for you. Then the video will be sent for processing and uploaded to the training portal. Once ready, I'll keep you informed. And then next year, when I run this program, I will invite you back. Do come back. Do come back, okay? Because you know this workshop, the content, I will keep on upgrading, right? So come back for more. Come back for to brush up your knowledge on this 黄帝经史, right? So without much ado, I won't be taking your time now. It's 5:30 already. So I hope you've enjoyed this workshop and I hope you find this system useful. Okay. So I hope to see you back next month for the annual I Ching seminar for 2024. Have a good weekend and have a good rest. See you back next month. Bye-bye.